Today is day 35, and the theme today is receptivity. I've been pondering a lot about my relationship with God this Lent and how He calls us to be like children. And so I was just thinking of receptivity in my own children. And when you have a trusting relationship with your parents, um, you tend to really receive all of the good that a parent wants to give a child. Most of us are okay with receiving blessings. Most of us are okay with receiving all the good that God wants to give us. But sometimes we have struggles embracing or receiving the law, receiving what God is calling us to give up, or maybe what God is calling us to obey. And so I'm thinking of, a loving child or a child who feels loved is much more likely to be obedient. And so, the prompt today really asks us, have we ever struggled to receive something the church has taught us or Jesus has taught us through his church? So I think it's just an important time for each of us to stop and look at the laws of the church, the guidelines of the church, the law that Jesus has given us through his church. We should receive that as a loving child would receive instruction through a parent. And these are not ways that Jesus is trying to control us or the church is trying to control us. They're ways to help protect us and keep us safe, just like we as parents want to guide our children. And so today's just a way for us to kind of ponder and ask ourselves, is there something that we're struggling with that church asks us to believe or receive? And am I seeing this as a way of holding me back or as a way of being loved and protected by a father who loves and wants to protect his children? I hope you are continuing to have a wonderful Lent. We only have a few more days of these reflections, and we look forward to celebrating Easter together as a parish.